Gotta keep them separated. Separated. Hey! Man, you're disrespecting me. Take them out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. We're under 18 and won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're talking back to me. Take them out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Pay no mind. You're under 18. You won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're disrespecting me. Take them out. Gotta keep them separated. Hey! Pay no mind. You're under 18. You won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. 'cause mama, I'm sure I to handle now, yes I am. I'm trying to speak loud in the words, and I'm a man with the greatest fear. Got to knock on me, but I love you better than him. Take my hand, don't be afraid, I'm gonna prove every word I say. Advertise the love more praise, so you can bear to bear with me. So mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Hey, hard to handle that. See, baby, here I am, a man all the same. Give me what you want, but you got to bring it home to me. There's a good no love, and then I got a little more in store. When I get the baby throwing it on, know you'll be around for more. Cause mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Yeah, how to handle that? Get it. Chemicals of mama, I'm sure I'll handle now, yes I am. Yeah, hard to handle that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, hard, yeah. Now, no. Oh, yeah.
It's time for Lincoln Potter's Baseball.
You got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up.
You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump it up. You've got to pump it up, but don't you know, pump
Today's
it up.
broadcast is
You've
brought
got
to you by
pump it
Stones
up,
Radio
but don't you
Network.
know, pump
Now
it
let's
up.
potter up
You've
to the
got
booth.
pump it up.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another exciting evening at McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California for some more Lincoln Potters baseball. My name is Mark, the Phantom Low. I got the play-by-play for you, along with Riley, the engineer. And tonight, the Potters start a two-game series against NorCal Baseball Club Bercovich Honors as they prepare to begin Pacific Empire League play next week. Now, Lincoln is 14-1 on the season after taking a two-game set against the Fresno A's. And tonight, Potters manager Tyler Robertson sends out Andrew Ballantyne to keep the party rolling. We'll start things off right now with a look at the batting order from Bercovich Honors that Andrew will be facing. Riley, the engineer, puts it up on the screen. Follow along if you will. Cole Jones will lead him off. Aiden Perry hitting in the number 3 spot. Jackson Short at shortstop. Thomas Wilson, the DH, and Tyler Kubo will be batting in the 9th spot for the Honors team. Jake Fields is the starting pitcher for Bercovich Honors. And so we are ready to get going. It is Andrew Ballantyne, as just mentioned, on the mound for the Lincoln Potters, who enjoy a 14-1 record here in the early stages. Actually, it's not the early stages anymore. It's getting toward the middle of the Potters season. 40 home games for the Potters, and as mentioned in the open, the Pacific Empire League series or season starts next week when Humboldt comes to town. The Crabs are here on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's the Medford Rogues, an old foe returning to town as a member of the Pacific Empire League. You want to come out, you want to check those games out, and you will go to LincolnPotters.com for all the tickets and information. But tonight and tomorrow, it's the Bercovich Honors that are providing the opposition to your Lincoln Potters, and I already like their team because they already have a roster with names, first and last, positions, heights and weights, left and right throwing and batting, and high schools and colleges. I mean, these guys are good. I mean, Riley, the engineer, is even impressed, and he doesn't pay attention to much, as you know, if you've been watching all of our broadcasts. The left-hander is Andrew Ballantyne, making his fourth appearance of the season. 5 innings pitched, 7 strikeouts, 2 runs allowed for Andrew. He pitched 1 inning in his first outing, then 2 innings in the next 2, and this is his first start, I believe, of this season. The left-hander from Ceres, California, will face the top 3 of Cole Jones, Caden Wild, and Aiden Perry for the Bercovich Honors team. I think we'll just call them the Honors. Riley, should we call them Bercovich or Honors? Honors is what Riley says, and for once, that's what we're going to do. So the Honors team will send up Jones, Wild, and Perry, the first 3 against Ballantyne. He's wrapping up the warm-up tosses. We'll get the Potters' defensive alignment after the first batter, as is per our usual. We're just about ready to go. Here comes Cole Jones, the center fielder, out of Bishop O'Dowd High School and Chabot College. A right-handed hitter against the left-hander Ballantyne. Tyler Robertson, your first-year manager. Mike Levinier and Tyler Malone are his coaches. We don't have the Bercovich manager, but I'm going to say it's Mr. Bercovich. You know, whoever's responsible for putting the roster together gets our kudos. That's it high up in the air to left field immediately, but it's going to be foul. And Cole Jones says, I hit that pretty well, but that's really foul, so I'm not going to run down to first base. It's trying to get it out to the parking lot, which has a large number of cars out there past left field, including the umpires. We saw them come in from that way and walk right through the fence. I don't know if you can do that anymore. I thought we put security in place so that wouldn't happen. 0-1 pitch is outside from Ballantyne. 1 ball and 1 strike on Jones. 2 teams meet again tomorrow, 6:35. Potters have Sunday off and Monday as well before league play starts. Breaking ball inside for a ball. 3 umpires out here. Maybe that's why they let him walk through the fence, because there's 3 of them. So, I mean, they're all over it. We will not miss a call in this game. Well, we will, but they won't. 2-1 coming up from Andrew. Left-hander delivers. Misses. Oh, gets us the corner with the breaking ball. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A wide corner there for Ballantyne, and he appreciated it very much. That's inside underneath the foot of Cole Jones. So he will be sporting a 3-ball, 2-strike count here, leading off the game. A little bit overcast in a way, but very pleasant night out here at McBean Stadium. Convivial crowd settling in. 3-2 pitch is line foul again. That's over the grassy knoll into the left field area. A lot of work being done out there. Very convivial. It is, school staff appreciation night, so which is obviously fantastic. But I don't know if they throw any beer specials in with that because it's, school staff and stuff. 3-2 that outside, ball 4. So Jones works the walk, had a couple of impressive foul balls, but he ends up with the base on balls. He'll go down to first base, and Caden Wild will be the hitter. Caden behind the plate for the honors team comes out of Cedarville University for Caden Wild. High school-wise, Rodriguez High School down in Fairfield. First pitch is a breaking ball, and it catches the corner, and it is a strike on 1. Cole Jones with a very very individual style. He just stands straight up over there, and now he goes back to the bag. And the guy goes under the catcher's glove, and he'll go to second base, and that gives us a chance. Let's look at the defensive alignment for your Potters. That catcher is Cole Dillon. J.T. Walden's out in left field today. Cole Eaton in center, Jacob Doyle in right. Jake Tandy at third, Hassani Johnson at short, Cade Parker, and Hudson Brown right out the infield for the Potters. So it is 1 ball and 1 strike, and Jones is at second base. Wild, your hitter. Hits it sharply right at the second baseman, right past the umpire, picked up by Parker. He'll get him at first by his step, and going to third, it's Cole Jones. So Wild hit it hard, hit it right at the umpire, who moved to the side, very nimbly, I might add. And Cade Parker was waiting right there, so 1 out, but a runner at third, and here's Aiden Perry, the third baseman. Aiden out of Dakota State, or going to Dakota State University, 5'9". And 200 pounds. Left-hander against left-hander here. Check swing, he did go. And the umpire accusingly points a finger at him. I like this guy. You went, sir. There's no ambiguity with him. I like that. Black and white. That's outside. Dillon makes the play on it. 1 ball and 1 strike. Noah Garcia is the number 4 hitter for the honors team. He is on deck, the first baseman. Breaking balls in there for a strike. 1-1. Valentine out of Sirius, California. They know something about it being hot down there, but it's not hot today. It's very pleasant. Watches it outside. Followed that one all the way into Cole Dillon's glove and got the call. 2 balls and 1 strike. Bounce houses, relatively quiet early in the game, but I think it's about to change. Swing and a miss, breaking ball. Got him on strikes. So Perry's down, a big strikeout for Ballantyne, and that will bring up Noah Garcia, the first baseman. Noah out of San Ramon Valley High School and Laverne University. Laverne University Leopards, Riley the engineer, which is a tremendous name. Thank you. Another breaking ball. That is high, and that is inside. So Noah Garcia, number 34. We were given a lineup card that said he was number 16, and Riley was all aflutter about it. He lines that ball into right field, stays up for Doyle. Doyle goes down to a knee and can't handle it, and Garcia is on and the run is in. So Garcia will get credit for a single. The run is scored by Cole Jones, and it's 1-0 in favor of the honors team, and that'll bring up Ben Skiles. So Garcia listed at 34 in the roster, 16 on the lineup card, comes out as 34, and delivers a line drive that Doyle seemingly had measured in right field, but had to go down to one knee to make the catch. Here's the pitch, and his runner's going. It's in the dirt and gets away. And a stolen base for Noah Garcia. So he gets himself an RBI. Now he's got himself a stolen base, and he's put himself out in scoring position with Ben Skiles, the hitter. Ben out of Bishop O'Dowd High School, headed for Grinnell College, which is out in the Midwest of our fine country. One ball and no strikes on Ben. 5'10", 165. See, I've got this roster with all this information, Riley, so I have to use it. That's chopped off Mr. Skiles, and so it'll be 1 ball and 1 strike. Walk to Jones. Went to second on a wild pitch. Went to third on an infield out. After Perry struck out, the line drive by Garcia delivers him. And now it's 1-1, and the Cowbells are coming out here on a Friday night in Lincoln. What is more Lincolnish? Hit sharply, but right of Parker at second. Gets up, guns it to first, and that's the third out. 1 run on 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the first. Honors 1. Potters coming back.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Bottom of the first inning, Potters trail it 1-0. It'll be Jake Fields on the mound for the Bercovich Honors Ball Club. He is out of Monte Vista High School and Chapman College. The right-hander will pitch to a Potters lineup. Hey, you know something, Riley? Let's take a look at that. Riley, the engineer, never disappoints. Sonny Johnson leads us off. He has been very hot lately in the number 1 spot. Cole Eaton was our player of the game a couple of games ago, batting second. Jake Tandy is still over 500 in the cleanup spot. JT Walden returning to the lineup, not only the batting lineup, but out in the field and left field today. Sean White is the DH hitting 7th, and Cole Dillon, the catcher. Behind the plate, he is batting in the 9 spot. On the mound, as we said, Andrew Ballantyne, giving up 1 hit and 1 run and a walk in the first inning. Also picked up a strikeout. And we are just about ready to go here with Fields on the mound. Sonny Johnson, Cole Eaton, and Hudson Brown will be the first 3 hitters. Sonny's hitting 375, but even better, the last 2 games, the shortstop out of Franklin High and Elk Grove is 5 for 11 with 3 runs batted in and 4 runs scored. So he has been on a tear. First pitch from Fields is in there for a strike, right at 85 miles an hour for Jake Fields, the right-hander. Hassani, the University of Louisiana Monroe, his college affiliation, and he hits that one up in the air. Going to be the second baseman. Skiles calls for it on the infield and makes the catch for the first out. So 1 down. Cole Eaton coming to the plate. We turn our attention to the defensive alignment for the Bercovich Honors team. Mason Hanshaw out in left. Cole Jones is in center. Tyler Kubo in right. Aiden Perry at third. Short at short. That makes sense. Skiles at second. Noah Garcia at first. Caden Wild behind the plate. And Jake Fields on the mound for the Honors team. We'll have a 1-0 lead. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. And Cole Eaton, the hitter. Cole at .327 on the season. Fastball is, I think, outside, although he yelled a lot. So I think it's a ball because I didn't see the arm go up. 12 runs batted in for Cole. Lines that one foul out of play. Picked up 5 in that game where he was named the player of the game. That was 2 games ago. Back on Tuesday against the Fresno A's. Jacob Doyle was the player of the game on Wednesday against the Fresno A's. 2 wins for the Potters. Cole swings and misses at a high fastball. That one comes in at 86 from Fields. The right-hander looking impressive in the early going here, and Cole's going to step out and have a little meeting with himself and step back in for the 1-2. Hit well into right center field. On the road is Jones. Jones is there, and Jones makes the catch in right center field. So Eaton hit it very well, but Cole Jones had that one on his radar the entire time as he swoops over to make the catch. 2 outs, and here's Hudson Brown out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, and the University of Kentucky. Mr. Hudson Brown at .281 with 7 runs batted in, batting in the number 3 spot for manager Tyler Robertson. Left-hander takes a fastball right down the middle, and Fields is up now to 88 miles an hour in this first inning. Brown takes that one outside, took something off that. Down about a dozen miles an hour and missing the outside corner. Piper the Peacock is in the house, if you were concerned. He's got the blue outfit on. Well, I guess he's just blue all year. Check swing, and it's on the corner for a strike, 1-2. Another off-speed pitch from Fields. 1-2 to Hudson. On deck, Jake Tandy. Chopper down to first base. It's handled by Garcia. He waves off his pitcher. He's going to get there in time. And it's an easy inning for Jake Fields. 1-2-3. We go to the top of the second. The Honors lead at 1-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar section.
Back out at McPheen Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California on a very pleasant night for baseball. Friday night at McBean, always a lot of fun. Right now it's the Honors team that's having the fun. They lead at 1-0. We go to the top of the second inning. Jackson Short, Thomas Wilson, Mason Henshaw will be the first three hitters scheduled against Andrew Ballantyne, who gave up a walk and a single, struck out a batter in the first inning. Kind of a hard luck single, really, because it looked like Jacob Doyle had the ball gauged. We had to go down to his knee, though, and kind of lost it. Ball glanced off his glove. Jones, who had walked earlier, scored from third. And that is the scoring in this game up to this point, as Andrew finishes the warm-up tosses. Down to second from Cole Dillon. We're ready to go here in the top of the second inning. Jackson Short, the shortstop, will be our first hitter. Out of San Ignatius High School, Occidental College. Left-handed hitter against the left-hander Ballantyne. A couple of groundouts and a strikeout for the Honors team in the top of the first. That's lined right back up the middle into center field for a solid base hit. So Short delivers a single, second hit of the game for the Honors team, and that will bring up Thomas Wilson, the designated hitter. Thomas out of Westchester College, wearing number 40 in the yellow jerseys and maroon numbers. Riley the Engineer, sort of. Purplish, maybe. Outside for a ball. Mason Henshaw on deck, the number 8 here. Wilson DHing today. Riley, give that a closer look and let me know what you think. Ballantyne goes to first, and I think he would have made a good throw. He might have had a chance as he had Short leaning the wrong way, but not able to make the play. Good job by Hudson Brown over there to pull that one in. That one is inside for a ball. Make it 2-0 on Thomas Wilson. That one misses the outside corner, so it's 3-0 to Wilson. Fastball too high. Oh, no, wait a minute. I guess it's called a strike. No, it's a ball. That's what I thought. You look like he faked out Thomas Wilson. I kind of think you got to do the right arm thing if you're calling it a strike, so I think we're okay. And that brings up Mason Henshaw. 2 on, nobody out here in the second. Mason from Chabot College, and he is the Dueling Dogs batter. What an honor for Mason. If he strikes out, half off Dueling Dogs, and he's looking like he wants to sacrifice, but the ball far too high and outside to offer at. So if he strikes out, half off Dueling Dogs products for the remaining second inning, which is always a good idea, especially tonight. Popped up out of play. It's school staff appreciation night, so you don't really associate a lot of beer specials with that. But in this case, I think it's okay. It's achievement-based, so that's good. Cowbells, barking dogs. Shows bunt again. Bunts it right on front plate. It's a nice bunt picked up by Ballantyne. He's going to have to hurry and he gets him by a half step at first base. A perfect sacrifice by Hanshaw. So 1 out and runners on second and third now, and we'll go to Tyler Kubo, the number 9 hitter, the right fielder. Tyler coming to us also from Occidental College by way of Amador Valley High School, left-handed hitting right fielder. Short single to start us off. Wilson with the walk, then the sacrifice from Henshaw. And now it is Kubo who takes that one outside for a ball, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Otters with activity in the bullpen. That ball's fouled out of play. One ball, 1 strike. Fastball a little bit too high. 2-1. That one is on the corner for a strike, 2-2. Perry Kiles is loosening up in the pen for the Potters. Number 24, as some people said. 2-2 pitches fouled out of play, the breaking ball from Ballantyne. Riley, it's just a matter of time before the obstacle course starts a rocking there, the bounce house. It's getting a little bit of people. Oh, hey, look what's over here. I got to go check this out. 2-2 on the way. That's hit foul down the third baseline. A great job by Kubo as he protected himself there by fouling that one off at the last moment, so he stays alive. And we stay with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 2 runners in scoring position at second and third for the honors team here in the top of the second inning. 1 out. That's a line drive, and it's under the glove of the second baseman Parker into center field. 1 run will score. They're going to hold the other runner at third base, so it's a RBI single for Kubo. Honors lead 2-0. Short will score going to third, and staying there is Wilson with just 1 out. Didn't want to make the last out at the plate. It was picked up by Eaton out in center field. So let's go back to the top of the order and Cole Jones, who walked his first time up. And scored a run. Scored the first run of the ball game. See if Kubo is taken off. He's not yet. The pitch is outside. 1-0 to Cole Jones from Bishop O'Dowd High School and Chabot College down in the Bay Area. 1-0 coming up. Jones hits a high fly ball center field, giving ground is Eaton. He's going to have plenty of room out there to tag. The throw's coming to the plate. It's a little bit offline, and it's a sacrifice fly for Jones. The third run scores in the person of Thomas Wilson, and the honors team lead this one 3-0. Sacrifice fly, RBI, Cole Jones. So Kubo and Jones pick up the RBIs, and Caden Wild will be the hitter. He grounded sharply to second base his first time up. Kubo's still over at first base. Fastball is in there for a strike. 0-1 on Caden Wild. Cedarville University's own Caden Wild. There goes the runner who pitches outside. The throw's going to get down there, but just a little bit too late. And underneath the tag is Tyler Kubo. Caden out of Rodriguez High School down in Fairfield before going to Cedarville. 1-1. And well to left field, giving chases. J.T. Walden reaches up and can't get it. It's going to bounce up against the wall. A run will score, and coming into second is Caden Wild. And the honors team have put together an offensive attack, and they lead this one 4-0. Kubo scores. Third hit of the inning, and the score of 4-0 brings up Aiden Perry, who struck out his first time back in the first inning. So Wild delivers the RBI double. 4 runs on 4 hits now for the Bercovich team. That's lifted to left field again. JT's giving chase. It might be in foul territory. It is, and he won't be able to get there. Not for lack of trying, though. Got all the way over there through the bullpen. Oh, 0-1 now on Aiden Perry. Dakota State University's own Aiden Perry, playing at third base tonight. Just the top of the second. Honors have already put 4 up on the board. They lead 4-0, and that one's in the dirt. Dylan with a good save behind the plate. Evens it up at 1-1. Ballantyne around 85 all day or all night with his fastball. Breaking ball, check swing back to Ballantyne. He scoops it up. He's going to underhand it to first and get Perry, but not before 3-run score on 3 hits. 1 left we go to the bottom of the second. Honors 4, Potters nothing. Welcome back out to McBean Stadium in Lincoln, California. Potters looking up a 4-0 deficit, but Piper looking up at being beaten again in the mascot race, but this time a pretty good excuse. Piper was rounding third. Someone from the opposing dugout said something to him, and he had to go check it out. But the interesting thing about this race is we had 10 entries besides Piper. I think 7 of them were wearing Crocs. So basically, Riley, we had a Crocs and no Crocs division. The no-Croc guy came in first, but the Croc guy came in second overall and first in his own division. So that's a good job for these guys. Well done in the race, and well done so far for the Bercovich Honors team. As Jake Fields comes out here for his second inning, he was 1-2-3 in the bottom of the first. He'll face Jake Tandy, JT Walden, and Jacob Doyle. All 3 heavy hitters for the Potters so far this season. Jake Tandy at .529 on the season. 3 home runs, 26 runs driven in for the West Sacramento product out of the University of the Pacific. And the Potters will look to him to get something started here as they trailed at 4-0. Tandy, Walden, and Doyle. Takes it on the outside corner for a strike. That one's popped up. Right fielder is going to call for it. That is Kubo out there. And no, it's the center fielder cutting across. It's Cole Jones for the catch. So Tandy is out on a fly ball to center field. 1 out, and here's JT Walden. JT 417. Hasn't been in the lineup for a couple of days. Hasn't been on the field in a while. And he is 3 home runs and 21 runs batted in for JT. He'll come up here against Jake Fields, who set down the first 4 batters he's faced. And misses with a fastball at about 87 miles an hour for the right-hander. Fields out of Chapman College, Monte Vista High School. Fastball on the inside corner for a strike. JT not of the same mind as the umpire, but it stands nonetheless. Check swing outside. Riley's favorite kind of fan walking by behind home plate with a beer in each hand. Well done. Might be your best philosophy of all time, Riley the engineer. Not that you have many. Walden chops that one down to first. Garcia has it. He's going to have to flip it over to the pitcher covering, and Fields is there a step ahead of J.T. Walden for the second out. So 5 up, 5 down for the Potters, and Jacob Doyle will be our hitter. From Sparks, Nevada, University of Nevada, Reno, Jake, 429, 3 home runs, 12 runs batted in. Yeah, Raleigh, I mean, you go to the concession stand with 2 hands, you come back with something in each one. I mean, that's basically, it's a simple precept of life, but you're the first one to actually crystallize it, I think. Outside for a ball 1-0. And I like to give you full credit for that because I really don't give you credit for much else. 1-0. That's chop foul down the third base line. The great Willie Preston, of course, I haven't mentioned it yet. The guy who desperately needs a bobblehead is to my right doing his magic. And he does it all. He's got people yelling at him all the time. He's got 10 people at a time that want to get his attention and not doing what they're supposed to do. And he takes phone calls during the game and everything. He does it all. He's incredible over here. Strike 2 on Jake Doyle. Breaking ball from Fields. Sean White will follow. That is outside. Evens it up 2-2, or as the scoreboard says, 2-3. We need a new scoreboard. Friends of McBean are seeing to that. Breaking ball, check swing, call strike 3. No, he did not get it. He called it safe. I felt that he did swing myself. But the base umpire, we have like 3 umpires today, so we've got everything covered. So the home plate ump signals to first. He goes, nope. And we've got a 3-ball, 2-strike count on Jacob Doyle. Another breaking ball. That is called strike 3. And Doyle was already a third of the way down the line, but 6 up, 6 down for the Potters. We move over to the third inning, and the honors team is on top, 4-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Top of the third inning, we had axe throwing going on. I didn't really catch what happened. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. Boy, the blue guy, tremendous work, blue guy, with your 30 minutes that you'll learn at Rockstar Academy. Now, we had the guy doing the clarinet. I'm thinking we'll just give this guy, who was the winner? Yeah, he looks like a drum guy. Give him the drums. So 30-minute drum lesson now over at Rockstar Academy. They had the guy who played the Star Spangled Banner, did a tremendous job today. So now that young man, by virtue of his axe-throwing virtuosity, incredible, will be getting himself a drum lesson for 30 minutes at Rockstar Academy. Noah Garcia, Ben Skiles, and Jackson Short will be facing a new pitcher for the Potters. Perry Kiles is coming in to take over for Andrew Ballantyne. Perry out of Southern University, hails from Ethel, Louisiana. His second appearance, he went 1 inning his first one, struck out 1 and walked 1. He'll face Garcia, Skiles, and Short. Garcia with an RBI single back in the first inning. The first run for the honors team, they put up 3 in the second, and they have the 4-0 lead. Ballantyne went 2 innings, gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. He walked 2, and he struck out 1. So Perry Kiles will take over, and here is Garcia out of Laverne University, the Leopards. Lying the ball into right center field his first time. Jacob Doyle trying to make a sliding catch of it. Unable to do so. So Garcia 1 for 1. Fastball is down low for a ball. Beginning to read the umpire. It's the third inning, Riley, the engineer. I'm beginning to understand the body language here. Not yours, his. That's it right back up the middle into center field. Garcia is 2 for 2 just like that, and that will bring up Ben Skiles. Hit number 5 already for the honors team. And Skiles grounded to second base, hit it sharply back in the first, but right at Cade Parker, the second base. Ben at second base himself for the honors team. Comes to us from Bishop Bodat High School, headed to Grinnell University in the Midwest. And Garcia, 2 for 2, leads off over at first, a short lead, held on by Hudson Brown. Kyle's, it's a little looper into left center field, moving over, is Eaton, and he will make the catch. So Cole got underneath it pretty easily. Thought it might be trouble and was first hit. 1 out, and that'll bring up Jackson Short. He singled to start the top of the second inning. He is at shortstop. He comes to us from St. Ignatius High School and Occidental College. Left-handed hitter, 1 for 1, scored a run in the second inning. He's got Garcia at first. Kyles throws over there. And Noah is back quite safely. Check swing. Did he go? I say he did, and yes, so does the umpire. All right, so there we go. I do have to give this umpire credit. If there's any question at all about swinging, he doesn't try to take it himself. He just points to somebody else. And hopefully that other person he points to will be an umpire. Because if he points to the third baseman, that's going to be kind of strange. Kyle's taking his time in the stretch position. That's popped up left side. Might stay in play. Tandy on the move. Jake watches it hit the top of the dugout. And Jake he's got some vertical, but he doesn't have that kind of vertical. Hit the top of the dugout, missed the obstacle course bounce house, headed straight for the original bounce house, and I think it was intercepted by one of the patrons down there. So everything is okay. Oh and 2 on Jackson Short, which is definitely a name for a movie character. Inside, he gets away, and down to second base goes Garcia. It's probably going to be a pass ball on that one, so Garcia is at second base. 1 out, and Short now with a 1-2 count. He's followed in the order by Thomas Wilson, the DH. Kyles checks the runner at second base, comes to the plate 1-2. Check swing, didn't go. 2-2. It is kind of disconcerting seeing 3 umpires out there after we've had 2, I think, the entire season so far, and all of a sudden there's just an extra guy out there. Very strange. Hopefully it'll make himself useful. 2-2. Hit high up in the air right side. I think that'll get out of play as well, giving chase Dillon and Brown, but it is over hopefully in the parking lot where Riley parked his car. Did you drive today, Riley? Oh my gosh. Ladies and gentlemen, Riley the engineer is a wonderful engineer, but he's not one of the world's greatest drivers, nor is he one of the most confident drivers. Is that true or is that not true? Okay, you're an okay driver, okay? Breaking balls high and outside. You don't have a lot of hours behind the wheel is what I'll say. Is that fair? Okay, all right. Have you been in any altercation? No, of course not. No violation, no altercations. Not saying that. It's just that, he tells me he misses a lot of turns. He misses a lot of off ramps. Line drive right back at Kyles. He's got it. He's going to throw to second, but he holds on to it. Probably a good idea. So 2 outs here in the inning. He did have Johnson coming in behind the runner, but it would have been a close play. And usually when I see those plays made, they end up with the ball going out to center field. So it's probably a good thing for Perry that he held on to it. And he will now face Thomas Wilson, who walked his first time up from Westchester College. He is the DH for the Bercovich honor teams. Again, I don't have their coach's name, so we will just call him Coach Bercovich. It's probably more likely than Coach Honors. Yeah. Anyway, they have a fantastic roster, and thank you very much for providing that. We'll be using it today. We'll be using it tomorrow when the 2 teams meet again. Come on out and check us out at 6:35 tomorrow. I'm sure there's special things going on, but no one tells me anything around here. And I'll just say it's national. Well, no, I'm not going to do that. It gets me in trouble all the time. Fastball, good-looking pitch, but it's inside, so it's 1 ball and no strikes on Thomas Wilson. I could just say, oh, it's National Shaved Ice Day or something, and all of a sudden people are descending on the shaved ice guy and go, hey, it's National Shaved Ice. He's like, what? And he's supposed to give out free stuff, and I don't want to get into that. There goes the runner, the 1-0 pitch. Good throw down to third. That's a fine play, and he got him. Cole Dillon was all over that, guns it down to Tandy, and Garcia's cut down at third. So let's go to the bottom of the third. Honors 4, Potters nothing.
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student-athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
Thrown out at third base to end the top of the inning. Now we go to the bottom of the third, and the Potters need to do something offensively. It'll be Sean White, Cade Parker, and Cole Dillon against Jake Fields, who's gone through the Potters 1-2-3 and 1-2-3 with 1 strikeout. The right-hander out of Chapman College will face Sean White, who's hitting at .316 for the Potters, a home run and a half dozen runs batted in limited appearances. Sean from Niceville, Florida, takes a fastball outside. He also, Niceville, Florida, then he went to Georgia Southern University, which is where he currently is matriculating, and he watches that one go outside. 2-0. Pitch on the way from Fields, swung on and missed. 2-1. Have to get Sean on the interview portion. We'll have to restart our interview portions, Riley, so we can ask him if it's really all that nice in Niceville, because that's the only thing I really want to know. Inside, call strike 2. Evens it up 2-2. Good tailing fastball on that one from Jake Fields at 85. Chopper out towards shortstop. Short will pick it up behind second, gun it across the diamond and get wide at first by a step. So 7 up, 7 down for the Potters, and here's Cade Parker. Cade 5 for 15, 333 on the year, has a home run. He has 7 runs batted in. 4 of them came on a grand slam home run that Cade had out of Panama City Beach, Florida, and also Georgia Southern University. Mr. Parker takes on the outside corner for a strike. And that was going to hit Cade right in the back, and he'll go down to first base. So he is the first base runner in a painful manner for the Potters in this one, and that will bring up our number 9 here, Cole Dillon. Cole at 6 for 20 on the season, 300. Cole out of Rockwall, Texas, which is another good hometown name. Got Olive Branch, Mississippi. We've got Niceville, Florida. We've got Rockwall, Texas. Takes a fastball high and inside, 1-0. Maybe the best year for hometown names so far, because, of the depth. That one is in there for a call strike, 1-1. Fields is dealing that one at 84 miles an hour. Asani Johnson is the leadoff man. He is on deck as Parker leads from first. He goes, pitches a strike, throw to second base, is not in time and might have been closer had the second baseman caught the ball. Ben Skiles was coming in. I think he was going to try to swoop tag it before it got here, and Parker is safe with the stolen base. believe we have a 2-ball, 1-strike count out here. That one looked like it was pretty good. That one was a little bit outside, so it's 2-1. So with Parker in scoring position, Skiles is going to play a little bit closer to second base, which pulls Garcia way over off first base. In the defensive alignment for the honors team. Fastball, that's a good-looking pitch on the corner for a strike, 2-2. Cole Dillon, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 3rd inning. That's popped up. Garcia is calling. He's coming over toward first base, makes the catch in fair territory for the 2nd out. So 2 outs for the Potters. They turn it over and go to Hassani Johnson, who started us off in the bottom of the 1st with a pop out to second base. Hassani hitting at .360 for the Potters, 5 for his last 12. And he will come up here with Parker at second base, and the Potters looking to crack the code here and put a run up on the board as they trail it 4-0. Very pleasant, not bright night out here, which, you know, the infielders and outfielders have to be happy about, especially left field. Hassani takes inside, 1-0. Umpire says, you know, I'm going to go stand in a different place. So he goes from behind third base into the middle of the infield. One 1-0 on Hassani Johnson. He takes that one. It's in there for a call strike. Took something off that one at 74 miles an hour. One ball, 1 strike on Johnson. Cole Eaton to follow. Inside, 2-1. Umpire looks like he's having a stern word with somebody as the Potters have 7 or 8 guys out in front of their dugout, or to the side of their dugout, really. Just perched on chairs down there. Strike zone's a little bit under contention here today, 3-1. Let's just say if the outside corner was a politician, it would be a liberal and not a conservative. Let's just put it that way. 3-1. I shouldn't bring politics into it, though. That's just going to get people fired up. It's one of those hot button topics. 3-1 pitch is fouled back, and Hassani, I think, had one he thought he was going to be able to handle. Fouled it straight back, 85 miles an hour from Jake Fields, and we're at a 3-ball, 2-strike count on the left-hand hitting shortstop. Actually, switch hitting shortstop, batting left-handed this time because of the presence of a right-hander on the mound. Parker leading at second base, being shadowed over there by Short at shortstop. That one is on the outside corner, call strike 3. So no runs, 1 left for the Potters. We're through 3. We go to the top of the 4th. Honors on top, 4-0.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects.
It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Sorry about that. I was making adjustments to my intern rankings. Jason just moved up a spot because he came up with some good information on Peter Caldera, who's our new pitcher out of Granite Bay High School on his way to Sac State. He is our third pitcher. Valentine went the first two, then Perry Kiles came out and pitched the third, and now Peter Caldera. And he will face the bottom third of the order. Thomas Wilson, who was at the plate when Garcia was thrown out trying to steal, will start us off, and then Mason Henshaw and Tyler Kubo. So here's Wilson. It's a sharp grounder to shortstop. Hassani Johnson on the big hop across the diamond. One out here in the fourth inning, and that'll bring up Mason Henshaw. Mason, our dueling dogs batter, foiled everybody his first time up by dropping a sacrifice bunt down, and he comes back out here with one out in the fourth. Actually worked out because both of the guys he moved over with the bunt later scored. So well done, Mason. But now it's time to strike out so that everybody can get half off dueling dogs. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Caldera right around 90 miles an hour. I love when Willie does his crazy dogs. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Breaking ball again. That one is fouled off. And the fans are like, why are you throwing the breaking ball? We want a strike. Come on. He was waiting for that one. Everybody becomes a pitching coach when there's beer on the line. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Breaking ball's chopped out to shortstop again. Big hop for Mr. Hassani Johnson across the diamond. And we are carbon copy. 2 outs here in the fourth inning. Everybody's going to remain thirsty. But hey, people, we've been giving you deals all year long. Go over and get some beer yourself. Brick and Barrel, Backyard Beer Garden, right over there, first base line. Or the food and can bar right down the third base line, right by the bounce house. Okay, that's a coincidence. We don't have a lot of space here. We have to put things where they are. Here's Tyler Kubo, who singled, scored, and drove in a run his first time up, and he fouls that one back to the screen with a particularly vicious hack, and Tyler is down in the count 0-1. Out of Amador Valley High School and Occidental College. Down in SoCal, I believe, down there. Down in the SoCal. Caldera, nice-looking fastball right there, inside corner at 90. Now, Peter, so one strike away from getting out of this one fairly quickly, and I shouldn't say that. That jinxes everything. 0-2 pitch in the dirt. Oh, umpire. Oh, Mr. Umpire. That one, it was not outside. Oh, man. Okay, so we might want to play 2 commercials or maybe 5 commercials, and everybody might want to just talk amongst themselves, play some cards, and check your phone. Make sure you don't have any voicemails or anything, and we'll be ready to go in just a second, because whether you agree or disagree, everybody feels the pain, okay? 1 and 2. And I mean 2. Breaking ball. Call strike 3. Somebody wants to go sit down. Good inning for Peter Caldera. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potters trailing at 4-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar.
Bottom of the fourth inning from McBean Stadium. So far, it's all Bercovich Honors. They lead it 4-0, and it'll be Jake Fields out on the mound for the fourth inning, and why not? He hasn't given up anything. He has hit a batter, and their other 9 people are out. So basically, that sums it up right now. If there was a player of the game right now, I think he would be one of the favorites. Anyway, he will face Cole Eaton, Hudson Brown, and Jake Tandy. Just had a fan come up and give a nice comment about the broadcast and say he remembered the night a couple of games ago when the Potters had 3 drink specials on at the same time, which was awesome, but we don't have any tonight. So, I mean, it's bittersweet is what I'm saying, Riley the engineer. That one is a ball. 1 ball, no strikes on Cole Eaton. Hits that one high up in the air to left center field. Jones is on the move. He's calling for it in left center, and he makes the catch. So Eaton hit it well for the second time. Both times he flies out to Cole Jones in center field. 1 out, and that'll bring up Hudson Brown, who grounded out to first base his first time up. So Brown out of Olive Branch, Mississippi, which I believe I've mentioned 2,000 or 3,000 times already. Comes up here to try to solve the right-hander Jake Fields. Lines it right back up the middle, and, he solved him because he got the first hit of the game off Fields, and it's a clean single right up the middle. So Brown goes over to first base, and that will bring up Jake Tandy, who has been the hottest Potters hitter so far this season, hitting at over 500, coming in at 529, leading the team with 26 runs batted in, and tied for the team lead with 3 home runs. That is a ball outside. Activity in the Potters' pen as Brown leads at first base. He's going to go over there, and Hudson gets back with a lot of room to spare. So Potters finally on the board with 1 hit off the right-hander Fields. That one is in there for a strike. Looks like Caleb Anderson out of Fresno State loosening up for the Potters in this one. Kind of knew he was going to be in here because manager Tyler Robertson told us he changed his number, and usually they don't say that unless they're getting him in. Inside for a ball. 2-1 now on Jake Tandy. 5:29 coming in. Flied to center his first time up back in the second inning off the right-hander Fields. Brown with the lead. Short lead. Tandy takes in there for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2 on Jake from UOP. JT Walden on deck. Short lead by Brown again, the 2-2. Tandy takes high, 3-2. No activity as of now for the Bercovich Honors team. Now, Fields he's not throwing that many pitches considering he's 2 batters into the fourth inning. 3-2 pitch. Here goes the runner, and it's fouled off down the right field line. So Jake stays alive, and we'll get another pitch from Fields. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fields right around 85. He's been as high as 88 with the fastball. Let's see if Brown is going again 3-2. He is not yet anyway because Fields said, I want to see 2. And threw over to first base. Noah Garcia manning first base for the Honors Ball Club tonight. 3-2 pitch misses, ball 4. So Tandy gets the base on balls. First walk issued by Fields. He did hit a batter when he hit Cade Parker back in the third. But the Potters with something going here first and second. And JT Walden, who grounded to first base his first time up. He has 3 home runs on the season. He's driven in 21 runs. Came in at 417 for the Potters. And he waits as Fields working with a little problem for the first time all night. JT takes outside for a ball, 1-0. Now a little bit of activity for the Honors down in the bullpen as they got, looks like number 21, perhaps Max Cohen, maybe, down there. But still just in the stretching phase. JT takes high again. It's 2-0. They're not going to rush anybody in summer ball. They're going to make sure everybody is well warmed up and ready to go before they throw them out there. 2 balls and no strikes. JT obviously looking for something he can jump on right now and hit it out into I call it Walden. I was going to call it Walden Pond, but high 3-0. There's a swimming pool back in the backyard over there in right field. I can call it Walden Pond, but he's hit it out there a couple of times. His last home run was when the great Stones McCoy was on the call, and I had to relive it through Stones' call. I could barely tell what was going on. I'm kidding, Riley. He did a great job. 3-0 pitch, and that is ball 4. Bases are loaded for the Potters, just 1 out, and here's Jacob Doyle, who took a call third strike, but we got a meeting at the mound coming up with the honors, and they're going to bring everybody in, so we're going to take everybody out, take a short break. We are in the bottom of the 4th. Potters trail 4-0.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza.
Meeting is over on the mound for the Honors Club, and Jake Fields will now face Mr. Jacob Doyle, called out on strikes back in the 2nd inning on a 3-2 pitch that Jacob felt was a little inside. Swings and fouls off one that's right down the middle at 86, and I think he would want to have that one back. The native of Sparks, Nevada, and attending University of Nevada. 0-1 on Jake. We got time. Somebody's doing something to somebody. Tyler Robertson coming out, so I must think he is. It was the first base umpire that called time and said that somebody was yelling at somebody. And the head umpire said that's a warning. And then Tyler came out. And we're back. Now we've got the base umpire he's going to walk across. So if you can zoom in and we get lip readers, we'll figure out what's going on. And we're going to have a meeting of the minds with an umpire, 2 umpires, and a manager, which never really works out very well. I don't know what exactly is the bone of contention here. But Tyler definitely wants to get something explained to him, as we are sitting in a pretty important spot here, bottom of the 4th inning. Potters trailing at 4-0. Eaton started off the inning with a fly out to center field, but then a single by Hudson Brown, the first hit for the Potters, and a couple of walks from Jake Fields. He has now walked 2 and hit 1 to Tandy and Walden, and Jacob Doyle took the first pitch. He was in there for a strike. Then every umpire took turns to yell at Tyler Robertson. And finally, I think they've got it all resolved amicably. We'll find out after this pitch, maybe. 0-1, Fields from the windup. Outside corner. That was pretty far outside. 0-2. 0-2. That's a fastball high and outside. 1-2. John White on deck. Doyle takes outside for a ball, and that took nerves of steel right there to take that pitch. 2-2 on Jake. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch. Fields pulls the string 75 and gets the big strikeout that he needed. And now he has Sean White coming up. Sean grounded to shortstop his first time. Georgia Southern University for Sean. I have a feeling that batters are going back to the dugout, grumbling a bit tonight. It's a grumbly night out here. It's a dark and grumbly night. But it's all brightened by the presence of shaved ice, the suicide with the red and the blue and the different flavors. We used to call them suicides back in the day. I don't know what they're called now. Sean hits it up in the air to right field, giving Chase's Kubo over toward foul territory, and he does a dive, and I don't think he could make the play. That's in a blind area out there, but he didn't look successful. And everybody will go back to their previous spots, and we'll do it again at 0-1 on Sean White. I still haven't got to talk to the shaved ice guy about your chocolate idea, Riley. We got to get him up here because, like I said last time you were here, I have so many questions for the shaved ice guy. How do you get in that kind of work? That line of work is, I don't know. White takes a fastball, strike 2. 0-2. Cade Parker to follow if he gets the chance. 0-2 pitch. Grounder to third. Going to step on the bag, and that's the end of the inning. So Potters load the bases, can't score. We'll go to the top of the fifth. Honors still on top, 4-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
New pitcher for the Potters is Caleb Anderson, the right-hander out of Fresno State University. He is the fourth Potters pitcher. Ballantyne started, went 2 innings, then Perry Kiles, Peter Caldero. Peter was 1 inning and 1 strikeout and was 1-2-3. And here's Anderson facing the top of the order, but we have a pinch hitter. Oh, no, it's Cole Jones. Okay. Cole Jones, number 22, is up there. Now, if he gets out, the first batter of the Farmers' 5th inning, if he gets out, Farmers Brewing Company is half off for the remainder of the inning. And so this is an important one. Time was called at the last second. So this is an important one because we've talked about not a lot of beer specials tonight except for dueling dogs, and now we've got the Farmers' 5th. And all they have to do is get him out. They don't have to strike him out, just get him out. Now, Cole has walked and sacrificed, hit a sacrifice fly, that is. Anderson's pitch is swung on and missed. Good fastball for 91 from Caleb Anderson. And it is 0-2. And finally, the guy who came up here and says he watches all the games at home and loves it when the beer specials are on. And I said, we have no beer specials tonight. But for him and him alone, I want to get this guy out so he can have a beer special. He's a good guy. That's fouled off. He did say that when there were beer specials at the park, he did relive them at home. So there were beer specials at the house, too. So there you go. So that he is the fan of the day. He didn't leave his name, and I didn't ask. I like to pry, Riley. 0-2 pitch coming up to Jones, center fielder, leadoff hitter. Look out. That's inside. Got to get out of the way because we don't want him to get hit by a pitch. Then he won't be out. It's all tweaked toward what we can get out of it, Riley. Everybody's got an angle, okay? Cowbells are going strong because we got some thirsty people here. Good crowd out here on a Friday evening. Checking this one out. It is Friday, right? Line drive, base hit left field. I don't mean to be negative toward Mr. Jones, but I really wanted an out there. Anyway, he's got a base hit. He is on base for the second time today. And Caden Wild, who was grounded to second and doubled in a run back in the second. So Caden is 1 for 2. And it's a perceptible from the crowd here. And from me. Jones with the stand-up lead over there, just barely getting onto the infield off the dirt. Pitch is bunted at by Wild, and he misses it. Jake Tandy at third, Hassani Johnson at short. It's Cade Parker at second, and Hudson Brown at first. Walden, Eaton, and Doyle in the outfield for the Potters. Behind the plate is Cole Dillon, and on the mound right now is Caleb Anderson. Bunt again, and he bunts it this time, but it's foul. So it is 0-2 now on Caden Wild. Aiden Perry to follow him. Wild 1 for 2 with the RBI. Honors team leads it 4-0. Scored once in the first and 3 times in the second. Teams have matched zeros since then. Potters with their first rally chance. Bases loaded, bottom of the fourth, with just 1 out and couldn't push anything across. 0-2 coming up from Anderson. Fastball in there, call strike 3. And Wild is still standing up there. We're getting a lot of that today, Riley the engineer, as he just standing up there and was adjusting his jersey. He was going to get ready to get in the next pitch. A good-looking pitch on the outside corner. So here is Aiden Perry. Struck out in the first, grounded back to the pitcher on a check swing in the second. So he is 0 for 2 in this one. The third baseman. Left-handed hitter. Very spread out stance. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside. Dillon's going to gun it down to second, but it's just not going to be in time. Almost got him on the swipe tag to Hassani Johnson. But Jones is in there with a stolen base. He is at second with 1 out and a 1-ball, no-strike count on Perry out of Dakota State University. Noah Garcia to follow. Garcia with a pair of hits in this one. Anderson checking the runner. 1-0 pitch is very high, 2-0. Nobody actually throwing. I mean, a guy come in that might have been completed some throwing for the Bercovich honors team. So maybe they got another guy ready to go. Maybe they'll let Fields go for 5 innings. That's chopped down the first base line. He's going to have to wait on it. It'll be a tough play, flipping it to the pitcher covering, and Anderson is there in time. Jones moving to third as Brown and Anderson pulled off a pretty good play there. Perry almost beat that out. So 2 outs, and here's the dangerous Noah Garcia, who singled in a run in the first and then singled in the second. Was caught trying to steal third later to end the inning. So he is 2 for 2, is Noah, out of Laverne University. Left-hand hitting first baseman against Anderson. That's fouled away, a fastball at 89. Very close to the Stones Radio Network's cameras, which is in this county, in this principality, municipality, whatever Lincoln is. That is a finable offense. As we've gone to the board and the council and pitched our case, we need these cameras. So if you break them, so it's 0-1. That's chop foul down the first base line. So it's quickly 0-2 on Noah Garcia. Jones with the single to start it, and he stole second. Wild strikes out. He was going to try to sacrifice him, couldn't do it. And then a ground out by Perry has moved Jones over to third. So it's 0-2 on Noah Garcia. Swing and a miss, off-speed pitch, and he got him. Going to have to throw down to first base to make it official, but they do. And good job by Anderson to pitch around the leadoff single to Jones. We go to the bottom of the fifth. Honors 4, Potters nothing.
being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Moving along into the bottom of the fifth inning here from McBean Stadium. Jake Fields still out on the mound for Bercovich Honors, and why wouldn't he be? 4 innings and 1 hit allowed. He has struck out 3 Potters, and he will face Cade Parker, Cole Dillon, and Hassani Johnson. That is 8, 9, and 1 in the Potters order. Cade was hit by a pitch his first time up, so he not an official at bat as of yet. Comes to us from Panama City Beach, Florida. And he swings and misses at that offering. 0-1. Cade from Georgia Southern University playing at second base for the Potters here tonight. Played shortstop as well. Takes that one a little bit high, so it's 1-1. Fields back right around 84. Potters warming up another pitcher as they've had, Valentine went 2 and they've had 3 separate pitchers go an inning apiece. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. 1-2. That's lined into center field, trying to get down, and it does right in front of Jones. It's a base hit for Cade Parker. Second hit for the Potters, second in the last 2 innings. And with 1 on and nobody out, that'll bring up Cole Dillon. Out of Rockwall, Texas, the catcher popped to first his first time up back in the 3rd inning. So Cole is 0 for 1. Parker leads at first. Here's the pitch inside to Cole Dillon, high and inside. 1-0. Kind of leading on over the plate. Got brushed back there. As I told you, Riley, the bounce houses doing Boffo business. Told you what happened. 1-0 pitch. Hit sharply to third, scooped up to second for 1 to first, and they turn the double play. 5-4-3. Give credit to Perry, who started it to Skiles, and then over to Garcia for a 5-4-3 double play. Not the smoothest fielding of the grounder and getting the ball to second by Perry, but he started the double play. Give him credit. He changes it now. They're going to overturn at first base and say that Garcia was off the bag. And so we have a fielder's choice. And Dillon will stay at first base. And here's Hassani Johnson, who has popped out to second and struck out looking. That is inside for a ball. 1-0 to Hassani. Bottom of the 5th, Potters with 2 hits, no runs, and they trail it 4-0. Jake Fields, the right-hander, has been pretty dominant as a chopper foul. Jake out of Chapman College. 1 ball, 1 strike on Hassani Johnson from University of Louisiana Monroe. He has Cole Eaton behind him. And Dillon down at first base is the overturned double play call, which is something you don't see every day. There goes the runner. Johnson bunts it. It's going to get back to the pitcher, but he moves out of the way. Catcher picks it up, and everybody's safe. Johnson gets credit for a single because he deserved one. Going to second base is Dillon. As he was taken off before Fields even came to the plate, Johnson still took the ball and bunted it perfectly right back at Fields, and he kind of peeled off and let the catcher Wild come out and get it. But by that time, Hassani was already there. So second hit of the inning, third of the game for the Potters, and here's Cole Eaton, who was flied to center and flied to center. So we're going to try to keep it away from Cole Jones in center field, as we have the rare Cole on Cole center field matchup tonight. Hudson Brown on deck. Swing and a miss off-speed pitch. 0-1. Eden 327 coming in with 12 runs batted in, including 5 in his last game on Tuesday. 0-1. Swing and a miss, an off-speed pitch, and almost Cole Dillon was halfway to third. He went back, and the pitch off-speed caught Cole Eaton. 0-2. There goes the runner now. Here goes Fields, steps off, and he's got him in a rundown. And the tag is made. Moving up is Johnson. So the Potters get picked off down 4. Johnson will go to second, but Dillon is picked off. So 2 outs here in the 5th. And Eaton now 0-2, or still 0-2. I think Dillon thought he had that one perfectly timed, but then Fields, instead of going to the plate, just calmly stepped off, and that spelled trouble for the Potters. 0-2 coming up to Cole Eaton with Johnson at second. Johnson fakes it so that Fields steps off, but there's nobody else standing there besides Hassani, so he felt he was pretty safe at second base there. Skiles coming in from second to keep him close. Popped up left side. Going to carry out the left field for Henshaw. He waves everybody off and makes the catch for the out. So the Honors shut down the Potters once again in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the top of the 6th, and it's still 4-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had them by the collar.
Top of the 6th inning, Potters trail it 4-0, and in the most political move that manager Tyler Robertson has made all season, he's put in Reagan Carter to pitch, which, I don't know, it works for me. I guess Kennedy Nixon wasn't available tonight. But Carter will face Ben Skiles, Jackson Short, and Thomas Wilson out of Fulshear, Texas is Mr. Carter, and the University of the Pacific, so he found himself down to the 209 from Texas. And here is Ben Skiles, who's grounded to second and flied to center. So he is 0 for 2 out of Bishop O'Dowd High School. Right-handed hitter against Carter, whose first pitch is hit sharply past the third baseman in the left field for a base hit. Tandy a little bit about even with the bag, and he had to react instantly, which he did, but not in time. And it's a single for Skiles. That is hit number 6 for the Honors team, and that'll bring up Jackson Short, who has a hit to his name, also lined back to the pitcher. So he is 1 for 2, scored a run back in the second inning. And he's up here against Carter with one runner on. He shows bunt. He bunts it. Picked up by the third baseman, Tandy, across the diamond to first. Got him by a step. So it's an excellent sacrifice and a good play by Jake Tandy. And with one out, now Skiles at second base, and here's Thomas Wilson. Except this is Luca Bocasil. Luca Bocasil, the hitter, out of Chabot College.
Bercovich, number 35, Luca Bocasil.
So Luca Bocasil comes in. Hits a sharp grounder into right field immediately for a base hit. Picked up by Doyle in right. The throw's going to come in. It's going to be cut off. Holding at third is Skiles, and the pinch hitter delivers dividends right away with a single to right field. 2 on and 1 out, and it'll bring up Mason Henshaw. Except pinch hitting for Henshaw is Horatio Buccio.
Number 18, Horatio Buccio.
B-U-C-I-O, and he will become the new GOAT batter. Or Dogs batter, excuse me, because that is always important. He's going to bunt, and that is foul for now, but it might spin back. He's got runners at first and third, so he's got a safety squeeze happening. So Buccio, Horatio out of also Bishop O'Dowd, undecided on the college. Henshaw was in that spot, sacrificed and grounded out, so he was 0 for 1. Here's the 0-1 coming from Reagan Carter. Short lead at first base. Shows bunt again and bunts at it a little bit too late, and it is 0-2. So Bocasil is at first base. At third base is Ben Skiles. Our hitter is Horatio Buccio. And he's asking the umpire, why are all those dogs barking at me? And it's a pretty legitimate question, really. I mean, you come off the bench, all of a sudden there's dogs barking at you, people shaking cowbells at you. 0-2. Swung on and grounded to third. That's going to take a long time to come down. The throw to second is, I think, in time. They're going to say on the transfer, but it was a close play. It was a nice play by Tandy to get him at second base. Skiles will score. It's an RBI for the pinch hitter, a fielder's choice. Bocasil is out at second base. So 2 outs, a run in. It's now 5-0. And Tyler Kubo is going to be up. And he's supposed to be because he's in the starting lineup. And he is 1 for 2 with a strikeout and an RBI single back in the second inning. Buccio comes up with his RBI on the ground. There goes the runner. The throw to second base is on the money but a little too short. And the tag is made and he is safe at second base. So he will be at second base, will the pinch hitter Buccio. That's fouled off. So Buccio at second with a stolen base. And with 2 outs, it's Kubo. Singled in a run in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. That was against Caldera. This is the 4th pitcher after Ballantyne. This Kyles, Caldera, and Anderson all an inning apiece for the Potters. We are in the top of the 6th. That's fouled out of play by Kubo, so it's 1-2. Kubo out of Occidental College up here against Carter. Here's the pitch. It sails outside. Reagan again from Fulshear, Texas, and University of the Pacific, where his teammates include Andrew Sloan and Jake Tandy, 2 Potter stalwarts and legends in the future. Johnson comes in behind the runner. Carter just looks back, comes with the pitch. Breaking ball, call strike 3. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th, and now it's the honors team on top 5-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh. That was maybe the greatest thing, possibly, with there no injuries, the greatest thing I've ever seen. We saw the two combatants in the spinning bat race. Riley and I both said, I give Riley the engineer credit. He said it first, perhaps, I don't know. He said, that guy's going down. We both said it. The guy went down. He went down again. He crashed into the fence, allegedly. And I don't know if he got up and won or if she won, but it was a tremendous race, and I give both of them free something. I think they were a couple, and now they have something to chat about on the way home. Hey, dude, did you really hit the fence? Yeah, I don't know. I was going for it. And then she was going very slowly around spinning the bat, and she still had some trouble navigating. That is in there for actually misses its ball, too. I don't know, 2-0 maybe. I don't know. I've been scarred. PTSD, I think. Something, I don't know. That one is, who knows. 2-1. I knew the guy was going down, Riley, so did you, but I did not know he was going down a second time so spectacularly that as to move the fence maybe over there. 2-1 pitch high, 3-1. Field's still out there. 5 innings, 3 hits. He has struck out 3. Also walked 3. Brown fouls that one off, so we'll go full at 3-2 to start the bottom of the 6th. More importantly, like we said, Fields has not given up a run yet. Just the 3 hits. Potters did have a rally in the 4th inning at the bases loaded with 1 out, but Doyle struck out and White hit into a fielder's choice. And that's pretty much been it. 3-2 pitch, a little blooper out into short left center, but Jones comes on. He will make the play. So Brown is out on a fly ball to center fielder Cole Jones. One away here in the 6th, and Jake Tandy is our hitter. Jake has flied to center and walked, so he is 0 for 1. Activity again in the bullpen for the honors team. They had a left-hander up earlier. I believe it's the same one who's up throwing right now. Tandy hits that one up in the air to right center field. Moving over is Kubo, and he will make the catch as Jones is right behind him just in case. So quickly 2 outs here in the 6th inning, and JT Walden will be the hitter. JT grounded to first in the 2nd and then walked in the 4th, so he is 0 for 1. Might have been Max Cohen is who it was before. Check that out, Riley, my man. But the Potter's making it easy on Fields, is there? He's not having to throw many pitches, and when he does, like that one, right down the middle for a strike at 85. 0-1 on JT. Came into the game at .417 with 3 home runs and 21 runs driven in for the Potters, who come into this game at 14-1. That one sails outside. Bercovich honors in town tonight. I don't know if they'll stay in town or go home or come back, but we got another game tomorrow at 6:35 is my point. It is Max Cohen throwing for the honors club in the bullpen. JT hits a sharp grounder to first, backhanded by Noah Garcia. He'll take it himself, and it's another easy inning for Jake Fields. We'll move on to the 7th. The honors team on top 5-0.
This job is the Esplanade at Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the top side included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project.
It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of inning number 7 here from McBean. It's the Honors 5 and the Potters nothing. The Potters will bring in left-hander Jake Morrell to face the top of the order for the Honors in this top of the 7th. It'll be Jones, Wild, and Perry against the left-hander Jake Morrell, who is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pitcher for the Potters. Ballantyne went 2, and then Kyles, Caldera, Anderson, and Carter all went an inning apiece. Morrell's breaking ball is in there for a strike. Cole has walked, hit a sacrifice fly, and singled. So he is 1 for 1. Scored a run, drove a run in. Out of Chabot College, Bishop O'Dowd High School. Check swing, did he go? I think he did, and the umpire agrees. He's with me, 0-2. We do say this umpire behind the plate is one to pass the buck. If he doesn't know, he just points to somebody else. And he's got 2 umpires, so that's good. He's got a first and a third. So he's got it covered. So use your people, I always say. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball, ring him up, strike 3. So Jones is out for the first time tonight, and with 1 out here in the 7th, Caden Wild will be the hitter. Caden grounded sharply to second in the first, then an RBI double in the second, struck out looking in the 5th. That's in the dirt for a ball, so it's 1-0. Unofficial count. Half of the strikeouts in this game for both teams have been on call third strikes. I don't know what that means. I just thought I'd say it. 1-0 from Jake. Wild takes the breaking ball and fouls it off. So it's 1-1. Caden out of Cedarville University. Rodriguez High School down in Fairfield. Up here with a count of 1-1. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Another breaking ball, and it's in there for strike 2. Left-hander from American River College, and I believe Whitney High School. I hope I have that right. I don't have my American River College roster with me. I should have committed it to memory. Sure, I know that. We do all their games on the Stones Radio Network's YouTube. 1-2 pitch swung on and fouled off, I think. Yes, it is. So it's 1-2. We do American River College everything from soccer and football and water polo and volleyball in the fall all the way through basketball and baseball and softball. It's all there, Stones Radio Network's YouTube or American River College Athletics YouTube. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. Breaking ball hit high up in the air center field. Eaton comes over into right center's have to come in. Still coming in, catches it on the run. About head high. So there's 2 outs here in the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Aiden Perry, who is struck out, grounded to first base and grounded back to the pitcher. So he is 0 for 3 as Aiden Perry out of Dakota State University. We thank everybody who's following us, and we urge you to like and subscribe. Subscribe to Stones Radio Network's YouTube and Lincoln Potters Baseball so you never miss a Potters game all summer long. Still a bunch of them to go. Breaking ball catches the outside corner. This is game number 15, I believe, and there'll be 25 more home games that we will broadcast, including a bunch of Pacific Empire League games, which will start on Tuesday against the Humboldt Crabs. 0-1 pitch. Swing and miss, 0-2. Crabs in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. No rest for the wicked because here come the Medford Rogues on Friday, and they are here Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Saturday, I believe, is a fireworks day, so it'll start at 6:05. Foul down. I think Sunday night games are all 6:05 as well. So 6:35, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then games 5 and 6 of the streak are both 6:05 with fireworks on Saturday. It will be exciting to begin the first season of the Pacific Empire League play. 0-2 coming up to Aiden Perry. Misses with a fastball, and it's 1-2. Noah Garcia very helpfully comes in and picks that loose ball up. So we're back to 1 ball and 2 strikes. More activity in the Potter's pen, so we'll probably see a new pitcher in the top of the 8th inning. But for now, it's the 7th. That's fouled down the line over the grassy knoll and into the park area. I think there was Little League going on a little bit to the north. One and two. Breaking ball swung on and missed. Good inning for Jake Moreau. 1-2-3. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Potters need to get the bats going. They trail 5-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of 5 Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're 5 Star Bank. How can we help you?
Out $100 bills, and it kills and it thrills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar double round.
Bottom of the 7th inning, Potters need to get going, and Jake Fields is still out there trying to stop him. He's gone through 6 innings. He has only given up 3 hits, has 3 strikeouts, has 3 walks issued. Or he has 2 walks issued. He hit 1 batter, but same thing. So he'll face Jacob Doyle to start off with the bottom of the 7th, and Jacob has struck out twice, once looking back in the 2nd and then swinging in the 4th. Out of University of Nevada and Sparks, Nevada, here's Jake. Fastball is outside for a ball, and that's not an easy thing to do tonight. 1 ball and no strikes. Sean White on deck. And then Cade Parker as the Potters try to solve the right-hander Jake Fields. The Chapman College product has been breezing through the first 6 innings here, and his team has given him a 5-0 lead. Doyle hits a ground to third base. That's a fair ball for Perry. He's going to have to long throw across the diamond. Did he get him? I believe he did. By a whisker at first base. So Aiden Perry, a very good play over at third base. Had to wait for it to get to him and then had to make the very long throw from behind the bag. 1 out, and Sean White will be our hitter. Sean's the DH tonight out of Georgia Southern University. He is grounded to short, and he is hit into a fielder's choice, which constituted a ground ball to third base back in the 4th inning when the Potters put actually their only threat together with the bases loaded and 1 out, but couldn't push anything across. So here's Sean. Takes the fastball outside, 1-0. Cade Parker to follow, then Cole Dillon hopefully for the Potters in the bottom of the 7th. That's fouled out of play. 1-1 on Sean White. Walks around, holding the bat. Kind of just taking a look around at the nice crowd out here. Very subdued crowd for the fact that their team hasn't scored any runs yet, but they're having a good time anyway. 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply right at the shortstop. Picked up by Short at shortstop. Across the diamond a little bit high, but handled easily by Garcia at first for the out. Sean hit that so hard that Short had a long time. He could wait and collect himself before he threw the ball to first base. 2 outs, and Cade Parker's our hitter. Cade was hit by a pitch in the 3rd and singled in the 5th, so he has not been retired yet by Jake Fields, which makes him unique amongst the Potters who have appeared in tonight's game. Cade takes inside, almost got hit again, and is 1-0. We talked about Cohen warming up in the pen, but nobody up there now. Of course, he's probably ready if he's needed. That's hit high and deep to left field. Going back is Henshaw, still going back, and makes the catch right in front of the Placer Valley sign for the 3rd out. So Parker's attempt his quest for a home run just a little bit short, and it's another 1-2-3 inning for Fields. We go to the top of the 8th. Potters trailing at 5-0.
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team help us keep together an amazing organization, and we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PFAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Top of the 8th inning. It's been all Bercovich honors so far. They lead at 5-0. Jake Fields, their pitcher, has gone through 7 innings, given up just 3 hits. Has at 93 pitches, I think, is what my latest total was. So let's see if he comes out in the 8th. But more importantly, right now, it is Ken Blankenship, the right-hander, who comes to us from Sacramento City College out of Lodi, California. He is going to face Garcia, Skiles, and Short, 4, 5, and 6 for the Bercovich Honors, who haven't scored. Well, they did score 1 in the 6th. They scored 1 in the 1st and 3 in the 2nd. Been scoreless for a long time before they got 1 in the top of the 6th. So it's 0-1 on Garcia. The breaking ball by Blankenship is in there. Kind of a little bit of administrative stuff going on here. We've got to get everybody straightened out. 0-1. Fastball inside. Garcia singled in a run back in the 1st and singled again in the 3rd, then struck out in the 5th. So he is 2 for 3. Out of University of Laverne, the Laverne Leopards. Got to make sure you put the D in there. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball from Blankenship. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Scoreboard has the Honors scoring 2 in the 1st, 4 in the 2nd, 1 in the 7th, and they lead 1-0. So that's why Friends of McBean are doing the work. They're doing the holy work. They're trying to get us a new scoreboard, raise money. You want to donate. Big chopper, third base. Tandy has it. It's going to be tough. Throwing across the diamond. He got him. What a play, Jake Tandy. What a play. That ball was up there a long time. Tandy got it, transferred it, gunned it across to Brown with a good stretch at first base, and that is an excellent play by the Potters corner infielders. 1 out, and that'll bring up Ben Skiles. Grounded out to second, flat out to center, and hit a sharp single to left. He scored a run back in the 6th inning, so Ben is 1 for 3. Comes to us from Grinnell College. Oh, except for that is no longer Ben. He has changed numbers, and he is now number 3, Tanner Lee. Thank you to the sharp-eyed Riley, the engineer, for pointing that one out. So Tanner Lee is in. He fouls it back to the screen. And Tanner comes to us from Ohlone College out of Livermore High School. So he's on for Skiles, who was 1 for 3 with a run scored while he was in there at second base. Quickly 0-2. Breaking balls hit well to left field. And foul. Had the sound that it might go somewhere, but it went somewhere foul. So it's 0-2 still on Tanner Lee. Position, he's listed under shortstop, catcher, and second base. I like a guy who makes himself indispensable. 0-2. Breaking ball, call strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Blankenship for the second out. And that will bring up Jackson Short, the shortstop. Let's make sure it is. If Riley, the engineer, sharp-eyed Riley, sees it's somebody else, but it's not, I don't think. I think it's number 19, Jackson Short, who was singled, lined out, and sacrificed. So he is 1 for 2, scored a run back in the second inning. Left-handed hitter. Nice fastball from Blankenship, 88 miles an hour. Short from Occidental College out of San Ignatius High School. 0-1 from Blankenship. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Changing speeds very well from 88 to 77, and it's 0-2 quickly on Jackson Short. Fouled out of play. Luca Bucasillo, who came on as a pinch hitter, I believe is on deck. Although you can never tell with these guys. They're very sneaky trying to put in pinch hitters when we can't tell. Yes, it is. Number 35, Bucasillo, back in there. In the DH spot when he came in to hit for Thomas Wilson. High up in the air, right center field. Eaton moving over, Doyle moving over. It's going to be Cole Eaton, and he'll make the catch in right center field. A good inning by Blankenship, 1-2-3. Now it's time for the Potters bats to wake up. We go to the bottom of the 8th. They trail it 5-0.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on
bottom of the 8th inning, Cole Dillon will start us off. We got a new pitcher. His name is Max Cohen. He's out of Monterey Peninsula College. He's a left-hander, and he is going to face Cole Dillon, and then the top of the order for the Potters. That will be Hassani Johnson and Cole Eaton. First pitch is down low for a ball. Jake Fields was nothing short of spectacular. 7 innings, 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, no runs allowed. Leaves the game with a 5-0 lead. Still a little bit shaken as that is a ball. The entertainment in the bottom of the 8th inning for the Potter fans is singing along to Friends in Low Places, and I believe it's Lauren on the mic today who gave the mic to a person whose sole purpose on earth was to use her voice to damage your ear. Grounded to shortstop and throw to first, and he's out. That person was not put on earth to sing. Let's just put it that way. And, wow. It was tough. And now Lauren's here trying to defend her choice of putting her on the microphone. And I know that she's nefarious forces were at work to get that voice on the microphone. Here's Asani Johnson. Switch hitter's going to bat right-handed against the left-hander Max Cohen. Asani has popped out, struck out, and had a bunt single, so he's 1 for 3 in this one. Out of Franklin High School down in Oak Grove and University of Louisiana Monroe. Up here against Cohen. Shows bunt again, this time from the right side. He takes the pitch on the outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Cole Eaton to follow. Potters trailing at 5-0, just 5 outs left to go to try to turn that around. That is outside for a ball. My fan who stays at home most of the time, who just came to one game, started just yelling. I think he might have been yelling at me up here. Oh, he wasn't. Wow. He was yelling Stones? Oh, no. Don't tell him that. He's going to get his head. Oh, that guy was yelling Stones? Doesn't he know you're Ronnie the Engineer? Oh, man, don't tell your dad that. He's going to get, oh, man. 1-2 pitch, swung on a miss. So Johnson is down on strikes. 2 outs quickly here in the 8th inning, and here's Cole Eaton, who's flied to center twice and flied to left once. He is out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. He is out of the University of Tennessee, and he is Cole Eaton. 0 for 3 so far in this one. Came in at .327 with a dozen runs batted in for the Potters. And he faces Cohen, who delivers one right down the middle at 82 for a strike, 0-1. Max Cohen, again from Alameda High School, Monterey Peninsula College. 5'10", 180, the left-hander delivers 0-1, and it is outside for a ball. 1 ball and 1 strike. Hudson Brown waiting, hoping to get a chance here in this inning. Took something off that one. It's down in the dirt. It's 2 balls and 1 strike on Cole Eaton. High up in the air, right field. Kubo is going toward the line into foul territory. He does the slide. He doesn't get it. It's a fair ball. And going into second is Cole Eaton. So Eaton gets himself a double on a play that Kubo, I don't think he knew it was that, he had to go that far. And when he finally got there, he kind of overran it. The ball came back fair, and Eaton has himself a double. Just the 4th hit for the Potters, but it puts somebody in scoring position for Hudson Brown, who's grounded to first, singled, and flied to center. That was all, of course, against Jake Fields, and then now it's a left-hander, Max Cohen, out there against Hudson Brown from Olive Branch, Mississippi, University of Kentucky. Breaking ball right in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch. 0-1. Only 65 miles an hour. The first pitch that has been thrown this year that is actually legal on the freeway. There you go. Didn't know that, did you, Riley the Engineer? Still, that guy yelled Stones out there. Oh, outside for a ball. There's just something inherently wrong about that. Against the fabric of nature. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's okay. Maybe the world isn't coming to an end. Here's the 1-1. Outside, ball 2. But when you have the combination of the guy yelling Stones and the woman singing Friends in Low Places, that is clearly out here to damage your ear canals, you know. That was her sole purpose on earth. 2-1 now on Hudson. That's high. Fastball, ball 3. Jake Tandy to follow. If Hudson can get on here in the 8th. Potters trying to start something, albeit a little bit late here, but still got some time. Eaton at second base being held a little bit closer by Jackson Short with the left-hander Hudson Brown at the plate. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Potters 14-1 on the season. Last two games before Pacific Empire League play begins on Tuesday night, 6:35 against Humboldt. 3-2 pitch. Check swing, fouled it off. Do it again, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Wild behind the plate for the Bercovich Honors Club. On the mound, just the second pitcher of the day, Max Cohen, fields with the first 7, giving up just 3 hits. 3-2. Grounder down to first base. Garcia short hops it. He's going to have a tough time picking it up. Flips it to first and gets him, I think, at first base. Stayed with it, and Cohen covers the bag. And the play is made 3-1. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the 9th. Potters trail 5-0.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street. Only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Old man knocked on my front door with my teenage boy and a couple more from up the road. He had 'em by the collar, said he
Top of the 9th inning, Bercovich with the lead 5-0. Logan Bell from Lisbon, Ohio, and Bowling Green State University, one of our favorite Potters, comes out. He will try to finish this one off for the Potters. He is the 8th pitcher the Potters have used tonight. Ballantyne started, then Kyles, Caldera, Anderson, Carter, Morrell, Blankenship, and now Logan Bell. Luca Bocasillo will be his first hitter. Came on and got a pinch hit single back in the 6th. And he was up here, will be up here for his second time, and he takes a strike. Buscio should be next. Horatio hit for Henshaw and took over in left field. And then Tyler Kubo. So 7, 8, and 9 positions. Fastball, strike 2. 87 from Logan Bell. Ocasio from Chabot College. Swings and misses at that one, so Bell gets the strikeout to start the top of the 9th. And that will bring up Horatio Buscio, and to find him again on my roster. He came on at a fielder's choice in the 6th inning. Also was credited with an RBI as he grounded into a force play with a runner at third base. So he gets credit for that. As well he should. He also takes a strike from Logan Bell. 0-1. Logan from the stretch. That one's hit well to left field, but moving over is J.T. Walden, reaches up and makes the catch. Got the breaking ball and hit it well, but right at JT in left field. 2 outs here, and that should bring up Tyler. Should bring up Kubo, but let's see. Suspiciously looks like a... Oh, Tyler Kubo it is. A little bit too sensitive to the potential pinch hitters sometimes. Riley the engineer, I fell prey to that. So Kubo, who has struck out twice, but on an RBI single and scored a run back in the second, so he is 1 for 3. Takes that one in the dirt. So 1-0 on Tyler from Occidental College. Takes the fastball and it's in there for a strike. 1-1 on Tyler Kubo. Top of the order, Cole Jones is next if Tyler can reach base here in the top of the 9th inning. Bercovich enjoying a 5-0 advantage. Breaking ball is chopped. It's going to be a tough play. Logan Bell is going to try to get himself. No, first they switch it to Logan Bell at first. What a nice play that was by Hudson Brown. Logan looked at it, thought he couldn't get it, went to first. Hudson Brown with the pickup, with the scoop, with the toss. 1-2-3 for Bell in the top of the 9th. Last chance for the Potters. We go to the bottom of the 9th. They trail 5-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Bottom of the 9th here from McBean Stadium. Potters trail 5-0. It'll be Jake Tandy. It'll be JT Walden. It'll be Jacob Doyle against Max Cohen. Just the second pitcher for Bercovich as Jake Fields went the first 7, gave up 3 hits, no runs. Cohen's first pitch is outside. Potters have used 8 pitchers. The 7 relievers combined for 7 innings pitched, 3 hits, and 1 run allowed. So good job out of the pen for the Potters, but good job all the way for Bercovich. Fastball's on the corner against Jake Tandy, so it's 1-1. Jake has flied to center, he's walked, and he's flied to right, so he's 0 for 2. Can't remember a game Jake didn't have a hit this year. Came in over 500. Had his outside, 2-1. Outside again, so Jake patiently waiting. 3 balls and 1 strike. He's not going anywhere. Potters need to get something going, keep something going as they're down 5-0. That is down low, ball 4. So Tandy gets the base on balls, his second of the night. And here's JT Walden, who's grounded to first twice and walked. All 3 of those appearances against Jake Fields. So JT's up here, 0 for 2. Hitting .400 currently on the season, 12 for 30, 3 home runs, 21 runs batted in. Cohen delivers a fastball for a strike at 80 miles an hour. So JT down in the count 0-1. These two teams meet again tomorrow night right here, 6:35. Come on out and check it out here at McBean Stadium, or stay home if you will, outside, and check it out on YouTube, Lincoln Potters Baseball, Stones Radio Networks. Either one will get you there. 1-1 on JT. Jacob Doyle to follow. Swing and a miss, soft speed pitch, 1-2. Caden Wild behind the plate for the Honors. One-two pitch. JT hits it sharply at shortstop. Short handles it, go to second for one to first, and they got him at first base by half a step. A slick 6-4-3 double play pulled by Short, Skiles, and Garcia. Except that's probably Bell out there at second base who batted for Skiles, but 6-4-3 nonetheless. And 2 outs quickly here in the 9th inning, and here's Jacob Doyle, who was struck out twice and grounded to third. He was the first batter. Well, actually, he wasn't the first batter that Cohen faced because Cohen didn't come in until the 8th inning, and Jake grounded out in the 7th. Outside for a ball. 1-0. Jacob Doyle trying to start something. Sean White would be next. Takes that one in there for a strike. Evens it up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Down low, 2-1. 2-1. Lots of baseball coming up. Tomorrow we got a game against Bercovich, and 2 days off, then 6 games in 6 nights. 2-1 pitch is lined into right field. Coming on is Kubo, and makes the catch for the final out of the game. A tremendous pitching performance by Bercovich Honors, and they come out with enough to win this one. Final score, Bercovich Honors 5, and the Lincoln Potters nothing. We're back with a short post-game run for this on the Stones Radio Networks. Welcome back to McBean Stadium. Potters postgame brought to you by Friends of McBean, raising money to get a new scoreboard out here for the Potters. Now, it wouldn't have helped tonight because the Potters didn't score any runs, but the point is we need a new scoreboard. Again, the QR code right there for information and to donate to a very, very worthy cause. Mark the Panlow here with Riley the engineer, and it was all about Jake Fields. It was all about Bercovich Honors tonight as Jake went 7 innings, gave up just 3 hits. He got the victory. He pretty much dominated the Potters. Max Cohen came in and pitched a nifty 2 innings in relief as well. Noah Garcia with a pair of hits and a run batted in for the Honors, but they scored 4 times in the first 2 innings, took the 4-0 lead, and basically after that it was a 1-0 game for the Honors. The Potters pitchers, Ballantyne went the first 2. After him, 7 relievers came on, and each one of them pitching 1 inning, only 1 run allowed and 3 hits allowed in all that time. So good job out of the pen for the Potters, but the batters just didn't have it, and give credit to Jake Fields for that. The Potters with just 1 more game to go before Pacific Empire League play starts on Tuesday. That's against the Honors team again. Tomorrow night, 6:35, come on out and check it out, or stay home and check it out on LincolnPottersBaseball.com or StonesRadioNetworks.com. And again, Empire League play starts on Tuesday. Get your tickets, get your information. Potters kind of need to get things straightened out. You don't go crazy about one game. They're 14-2 in the preseason, but you want to get everybody on the same page. You want to get the bat swinging well when you go into league play, and that starts on Tuesday. For Mark the Phantom Low, Riley the engineer, the great Willie Preston, all the interns over to our left, and everybody else who helped, thank you very much. Thank you for watching. We'll talk to you next time.
East.